The intuitive focus. The art of focused living in a distracted world. Written by Mindsmore. Imagine this, you're standing at the foot of a towering mountain. Its peak is shrouded in mist, a symbol of your aspirations, your dreams, your yet unrealized potential. The path upwards is winding and unclear, filled with distractions, tempting detours, and unexpected obstacles. You feel a surge of excitement, a hint of trepidation, and a burning desire to reach the summit. But how? How do you navigate the maze, resist the allure of the easy side roads, and maintain the unwavering focus needed to conquer the climb? This book is your guide. It's not just another self-help manual filled with generic advice and tired cliches. It's an exploration, a journey into the depths of your own mind, where you'll discover the hidden superpower that lies dormant within you. Focus. Focus is more than just concentration. It's the key that unlocks your potential, the driving force that propels you towards your goals, the secret weapon that separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the art of harnessing your mental energy, directing it with precision, and shaping your reality with intention. In these pages, we'll delve into the mysteries of focus, uncovering its secrets and exploring its profound impact on every aspect of your life. You'll learn how to unleash your inner laser, develop the laser-sharp focus that cuts through distractions and propels you towards your goals. Master your mind, direct your mental energy with intention, transforming it from a scattered beam into a powerful force. Embrace the blur, discover the surprising power of unfocus and how it can spark creativity and lead to unexpected breakthroughs. Ride the wave of flow, unlock the secrets of flow state, and experience the joy of effortless productivity and peak performance. Listen to the whispers of intuition, tune into your inner compass, and make decisions with clarity and confidence. Embrace the power of now, anchor yourself in the present moment, and experience the richness of life with heightened awareness. Tap into the collective consciousness, contribute to a larger focus, and create positive change in the world. This book is not just a collection of theories and concepts, it's a practical guide filled with actionable strategies, real-life examples, and thought-provoking exercises that will empower you to cultivate focus in every aspect of your life. Let's begin. Thanks for your support in helping us to produce more content for you. We appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Lesson 1. Unleashing your inner laser, the power of focus. Forget the myth of the overnight success, the lucky break, the born genius. While talent and intelligence certainly play a role, the true driving force behind extraordinary achievement is something far more accessible, something you can cultivate and control. Focus. Think of focus as a superpower, a hidden ability within each of us waiting to be unleashed. It's the invisible hand that guides your energy, the mental muscle that allows you to climb any mountain, navigate any maze, and achieve any goal you set your mind to. It's the difference between dreaming of a better future and actually creating it. Now, you might be thinking, sure, focus is important, but I'm just not a focused person. But here's the thing, focus isn't some innate trait you're either born with or without. It's a skill, a mental discipline that can be honed and strengthened with practice. Just like any muscle, your focus can be trained to become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of achieving incredible feats. Imagine your mind as a magnifying glass on a sunny day. When the sunlight is scattered, it's warm, but it can't ignite a flame. But when you focus that sunlight through the lens, concentrating its power on a single point, you create an intense heat that can set fire to paper, wood, even melt metal. Your mental energy works the same way. When it's scattered, flitting from one thought to another, it lacks the power to create significant change. But when you focus that energy, channeling it like a laser beam onto a single objective, you unleash a force capable of transforming your dreams into reality. This is the essence of Bruce Lee's famous quote, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." Lee, a master of both physical and mental discipline, understood that focus wasn't about inherent genius, but about unwavering dedication to a singular goal. But the power of focus goes beyond catchy quotes and martial arts philosophy. It's rooted in the very structure of our brains. When you concentrate your attention on a specific task, you activate a network of neural pathways, strengthening those connections and enhancing your ability to perform that task with greater efficiency and skill. Think about those moments when you've been completely absorbed in an activity, losing track of time and the world around you. This is the flow state, a state of heightened focus and productivity where your skills and the challenge at hand are perfectly aligned. In these moments, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter, tapping into a deeper level of focus that allows you to achieve extraordinary results. But the benefits of focus extend far beyond increased productivity. Focused energy has a ripple effect, influencing not only your own actions but also the world around you. When you're focused, you radiate a sense of purpose and determination that attracts opportunities, inspires others, and creates a positive feedback loop that amplifies your efforts. Conversely, when your focus is scattered, your energy dissipates like a leaky faucet, dripping away without making a significant impact. You become susceptible to distractions, prone to procrastination, and less likely to achieve your goals. To truly harness the power of focus, you need to understand its dual nature. It can be a force for good, propelling you towards your dreams, or it can be misdirected, amplifying your fears and limitations. The key is to consciously choose where to direct your attention, cultivating a mindset that seeks solutions, embraces challenges, and focuses on the positive outcomes you desire. Think of your life as a vast landscape, filled with mountains to climb, rivers to cross, and hidden treasures to discover. Focus is the compass that guides you, the map that reveals the path, and the fuel that keeps you moving forward. It's the difference between wandering aimlessly and embarking on a purposeful journey towards your true potential. So, are you ready to harness the power of focus and transform your life? The journey begins now. Lesson 2: Mind Mastery, Directing Your Mental Energy. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture a rushing river, its water churning and cascading over rocks, a raw, untamed force of nature. Now imagine that same river harnessed by a dam, its energy channeled to power a city, illuminate homes, and drive industry. This, in essence, is the power of directing your mental energy. Your mind, like that river, is a source of immense power. But left untamed, it can become a chaotic torrent of thoughts, worries, and distractions, its energy dissipated and lost in the turbulence. But when you learn to control that flow, to direct your mental energy with intention, you transform it from a force of chaos into a source of creation. Remember the principle: where attention goes, energy flows. Every thought, every worry, every fleeting distraction pulls your energy in its direction. Dwell on problems, and your energy fuels their growth. Focus on limitations, and you empower them to hold you back. But direct your attention towards solutions, towards possibilities, towards the positive outcomes you desire, and your energy becomes a force for transformation. This is the double-edged sword of focus. It can be a powerful ally, propelling you towards your goals, or a subtle saboteur, amplifying your fears and undermining your progress. The key is to become the master of your mind, consciously choosing where to direct your attention, cultivating a mental landscape that nurtures your dreams and empowers your success. Think about the areas of your life where you excel, where you feel most energized and alive. These are your power zones, the areas where your focused energy can generate exponential returns. Perhaps it's your career, your relationships, your creative pursuits, or your personal growth. Identify these areas and prioritize them, directing your mental energy towards them like a gardener tending to their most prized plants. But mastering your mind is not just about focusing on the positive, it's also about recognizing and releasing the negative. It's about identifying the energy leaks, the mental drains that siphon your power and leave you feeling depleted. Are you constantly checking your phone, allowing notifications to hijack your attention? Are you letting worries about the future or regrets about the past steal your present focus? Are you comparing yourself to others, allowing envy or self-doubt to erode your confidence? These are the subtle thieves of mental energy, the distractions that keep you from achieving your full potential. To become the master of your mind, you must learn to recognize and eliminate these energy leaks, creating a mental sanctuary where your focus can flourish. Imagine your mind as a garden. Focus is the valuable crop you want to cultivate, but weeds of distraction, worry, and negativity constantly threaten to choke its growth. Like a diligent gardener, you must actively tend to your mental landscape, pulling out the weeds, nurturing the soil, and creating the optimal conditions for your focus to thrive. This requires discipline, self-awareness, and a willingness to make tough choices. It means saying no to distractions, setting boundaries, and prioritizing your mental well-being. It means cultivating mindfulness, practicing gratitude, and fostering a positive inner dialogue. As you become more skilled at directing your mental energy, you'll notice a profound shift in your life. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable will become manageable obstacles. Opportunities that were once hidden will emerge from the shadows. And your dreams, once distant aspirations, will begin to materialize into tangible realities. This is the power of mind mastery. It's not about suppressing your thoughts or denying your emotions. It's about harnessing the full potential of your mind, directing its energy with intention, and shaping your reality with the power of your focus. The journey to mind mastery is an ongoing one, a continuous process of self-discovery and refinement. But with each step you take, with each conscious choice you make, you move closer to unlocking the extraordinary power that lies within you. Lesson 3: The joy of the journey, embracing the process. In our relentless pursuit of achievement, it's easy to get caught in the trap of destination obsession. We fixate on the summit, the finish line, the ultimate goal, often overlooking the richness and beauty of the path itself. But what if the true joy, the real growth, lies not just in reaching the destination, but in savoring every step of the journey? Imagine you're embarking on a cross-country road trip. You could choose to focus solely on reaching your final destination, speeding down the highway, eyes fixed on the road ahead, ignoring the passing scenery. Or you could choose to embrace the journey, taking detours to explore hidden gems, savoring local delicacies, and connecting with the people you meet along the way. Which journey would be more fulfilling? Which would leave you with richer memories and a greater sense of accomplishment? The same principle applies to achieving your goals. When you become overly fixated on the end result, you risk missing out on the valuable experiences, the unexpected detours, and the opportunities for growth that the journey provides. You may even find yourself feeling stressed, anxious, and dissatisfied, even when you achieve your goals, because you haven't allowed yourself to fully enjoy the process. Embracing the process means shifting your perspective from outcome obsession to journey appreciation. It's about finding fulfillment not just in the final victory, but in the daily struggles, the small wins, and the continuous learning that comes with pursuing your passions. Think of a master craftsman meticulously shaping a piece of wood into a beautiful sculpture. They don't rush the process, fixated solely on the finished product. They savor each stroke of the chisel, each curve and contour, finding joy in the act of creation itself. This is the essence of sustainable success. It's not about achieving a goal and then moving on to the next one, always chasing the next milestone. It's about finding meaning and purpose in the journey itself, cultivating a mindset of continuous growth and fulfillment. When you embrace the process, you become more resilient in the face of setbacks. Challenges are no longer seen as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. You develop a deeper appreciation for your own efforts, recognizing that the true value lies not just in the destination, but in the person you become along the way. But embracing the process also requires a willingness to let go of control, to embrace the unexpected twists and turns that life inevitably throws your way. It's about recognizing that the journey is not always linear, that there will be detours, roadblocks, and moments of uncertainty. This is where the art of saying no comes into play. In our hyper-connected world, we're constantly bombarded with distractions, requests, and opportunities that vie for our attention. To stay focused on our chosen path, we must learn to say no to the things that don't align with our goals, even if they seem tempting or appealing in the moment. As Steve Jobs famously said, focus is about saying no, It's about making conscious choices, prioritizing our time and energy, and protecting our focus from the relentless onslaught of distractions. Saying no is not about being negative or uncooperative. It's about setting boundaries, honoring your commitments, and staying true to your vision. It's about recognizing that every yes to something means saying no to something else, and making sure that your yeses are aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. Embracing the process is not a passive endeavor. It requires active engagement, mindful awareness, and a willingness to be present in each moment. It's about cultivating a sense of curiosity, finding joy in the small details, and appreciating the beauty of the unfolding journey. As you learn to savor the process, you'll discover a deeper sense of fulfillment, a greater appreciation for your own efforts, and a more sustainable approach to achieving your goals. You'll find that the journey itself becomes the reward, a rich tapestry of experiences, challenges, and triumphs that shape you into the person you're meant to be. Lesson 4. The power of no, prioritizing your focus. Imagine your life as a canvas, and your focus is the brushstrokes that create your masterpiece. Every commitment, every task, every fleeting distraction is a stroke of color vying for space on that canvas. But with limited space and a finite amount of paint, how do you ensure that your masterpiece reflects your true vision? The answer lies in the power of no. It's the often unsung hero of focus, the gatekeeper that protects your canvas from becoming a chaotic jumble of colors, the discerning curator that ensures every brushstroke contributes to the overall beauty and meaning of your work. In a world that constantly demands our attention, saying no is not just a skill, it's an act of rebellion. It's a declaration of self-worth, a commitment to prioritizing what truly matters, and a refusal to let external pressures dictate the course of your life. Think about it. Every time you say yes to something, you're implicitly saying no to something else. Agreeing to attend that social event might mean saying no to a quiet evening of focused work on your passion project. Accepting that extra assignment at work might mean saying no to precious time with your loved ones. Scrolling through social media might mean saying no to the present moment, to the beauty and richness of the world unfolding around you. The key to harnessing the power of no lies in recognizing that it's not about deprivation or negativity. It's about conscious choice and deliberate prioritization. It's about aligning your actions with your values, your commitments with your goals, and your focus with your vision for your life. When you say no to distractions, you're saying yes to deeper focus, to greater productivity, and to more meaningful experiences. You're creating space for your true priorities to flourish, allowing your energy to flow towards the things that truly matter. But saying no is not always easy. We may fear disappointing others, missing out on opportunities, or appearing uncooperative. Yet the truth is that every no is a liberation, a freeing of your time, energy, and attention from the clutches of obligation and distraction. It's about recognizing that your time and attention are your most precious resources, more valuable than any material possession. They are the currency with which you create your life, the building blocks of your dreams, and the fuel that propels you towards your goals. Protecting these resources requires vigilance and courage. It means setting boundaries, communicating your limits, and politely declining requests that don't align with your priorities. It means turning off notifications, silencing your phone, and creating dedicated spaces for focused work and uninterrupted connection with loved ones. As you become more comfortable with the power of no, you'll notice a profound shift in your life. You'll feel more in control of your time, more energized in your pursuits, and more fulfilled in your experiences. You'll discover a newfound sense of clarity and purpose, as your focus becomes a beacon guiding you towards your true north. Think of a sculptor meticulously chiseling away at a block of marble, revealing the masterpiece hidden within. Every strike of the hammer, every removal of excess stone is an act of no, a rejection of the unnecessary, a refinement of the essential. Similarly, your life is a work in progress, a masterpiece in the making. The power of no is your chisel, allowing you to shape your reality, to refine your focus, and to create a life that truly reflects your vision. Remember, every no is a step towards greater focus, a brushstroke that adds depth and beauty to the masterpiece of your life. Lesson 5. Focus as a reality filter, shaping your world. Have you ever noticed how, when you're thinking about buying a certain car, you suddenly start seeing that car everywhere? It's as if the universe has conspired to put that specific model in your path, flashing it before your eyes like a neon sign. But the truth is, the number of those cars on the road hasn't actually increased. It's your focus that has shifted, filtering your perception and highlighting what you're now attuned to. This, in essence, is the power of focus as a reality filter. Your mind isn't just a passive observer of the world, it's an active participant, shaping your reality by selectively amplifying certain aspects and dimming others. What you focus on expands, becoming more prominent in your awareness, while the rest fades into the background. Think of your mind as a spotlight in a vast, dimly lit warehouse. Wherever you point that spotlight, that's what illuminates your reality. Focus on problems, and your world will be filled with obstacles and setbacks. Focus on limitations, and you'll see nothing but closed doors and insurmountable barriers. But focus on solutions, on possibilities, on the positive outcomes you desire, and your reality will transform into a landscape of opportunities, breakthroughs, and endless potential. This is not some mystical law of attraction, it's the basic mechanics of perception. Your brain is constantly bombarded with information, far more than it can consciously process. To manage this overload, it relies on filters, prioritizing certain stimuli based on your current goals, beliefs, and expectations. When you focus on a specific goal, your brain becomes a highly efficient search engine, actively seeking out information and resources that are relevant to that goal. It's like telling your mind, this is what's important to me right now, and your mind responds by filtering your perception to highlight anything that might help you achieve it. This is why a solution-oriented mindset is so crucial. When you train your mind to actively seek solutions, to focus on possibilities rather than problems, you create a self-fulfilling prophecy. You become more likely to notice opportunities, to identify resources, and to attract the people and circumstances that can help you achieve your goals. But the power of focus as a reality filter can also work against you. If you constantly dwell on negativity, on fears and limitations, your mind will become adept at finding evidence to support those beliefs. You'll see obstacles everywhere, perceive threats in every shadow, and create a self-imposed reality of scarcity and struggle. This is why it's so important to cultivate a mental garden that nurtures your focus and weeds out the negativity. Imagine your mind as a fertile plot of land and your focus is the valuable crop you want to cultivate. But weeds of distraction, worry, and self-doubt are constantly vying for space, threatening to choke the growth of your focus. Like a diligent gardener, you must actively tend to your mental landscape. This means identifying and eliminating distractions. Recognize the things that pull your focus away from your goals, whether it's social media, email notifications, or the constant urge to multitask. Creating a focus-friendly environment, design your workspace and your daily routines to minimize distractions and promote concentration. Setting clear goals and intentions. Give your mind a clear direction, a specific target to focus its energy on. Practicing mindfulness. Cultivate present moment awareness to prevent your mind from wandering into the past or future. Nurturing a positive inner dialogue. Challenge negative thoughts and replace them with affirmations and empowering beliefs. As you cultivate your mental garden, you'll find that your focus becomes stronger, more resilient, and more capable of shaping your reality in positive ways. You'll start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles, solutions where you once saw problems, and possibilities where you once saw limitations. Remember, your focus is not just a tool for achieving goals. It's a force that shapes your perception, influences your experiences, and ultimately creates the reality you inhabit. So choose your focus wisely, cultivate a mindset of positivity and possibility, and watch as your world transforms before your eyes. Lesson 6. Outcome obsession. Focusing on results. Imagine two explorers venturing into an uncharted jungle. One is consumed by the dangers lurking in the shadows, the venomous snakes, the dense foliage, the treacherous terrain. The other, while acknowledging the risks, keeps their eyes fixed on the prize, the legendary lost city rumored to be hidden within the jungle's depths. Which explorer is more likely to succeed? Which one will find the strength and resilience to overcome the inevitable challenges and emerge victorious? The answer, of course, is the explorer who focuses on the outcome, on the desired result. This is not to say that they ignore the obstacles or deny the risks. Rather, they choose to focus their energy on the positive vision, on the ultimate goal that fuels their determination and guides their every step. This is the power of outcome obsession. It's not about wishful thinking or naive optimism. It's about consciously choosing to direct your attention towards the desired result, transforming challenges into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. When you focus on the outcome, you tap into a wellspring of creativity and resourcefulness. Problems become puzzles to be solved, obstacles become challenges to be overcome, and setbacks become valuable lessons that propel you forward. You develop a mindset of resilience, knowing that every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Moreover, a focus on the outcome fosters a positive mindset, a sense of hope and optimism that fuels your efforts and attracts support. When you radiate positive energy, you inspire others to believe in your vision, to join your cause, and to contribute their own talents and resources to your success. This positive energy also has a profound impact on your own well-being. When you focus on the desired outcome, you replace fear and anxiety with excitement and anticipation. You transform the journey from a stressful ordeal into an adventure filled with purpose and possibility. But outcome obsession is not just about visualizing the end goal, it's about embracing the flexibility and adaptability needed to navigate the unpredictable path towards that goal. In today's rapidly changing world, rigid plans often crumble in the face of unexpected challenges. A focus on the outcome allows you to adjust your course, to embrace new opportunities, and to find creative solutions when the original plan goes awry. Think of a sailor navigating a vast ocean. They have a destination in mind, a port they wish to reach, but they also know that the wind and waves may force them to adjust their sails, to tack and jibe, to take a less direct route to reach their ultimate goal. Similarly, your journey towards your goals may require detours, adjustments, and even complete course corrections. But as long as you keep your eyes fixed on the outcome, on the ultimate destination you seek, you'll find the resilience and resourcefulness to navigate the challenges and emerge victorious. Now let's talk about fear. Fear is a natural human emotion, a primal response to perceived threats and uncertainty. But fear can also be a powerful motivator, a source of energy that can propel you towards your goals or paralyze you in your tracks. The key is to transform fear from a barrier into fuel. Instead of allowing fear to dictate your actions, acknowledge it, embrace it, and then redirect its energy towards your desired outcome. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a diving board, looking down at the water below. You feel a surge of fear, a natural hesitation before the plunge. But instead of letting that fear hold you back, you use it to sharpen your focus, to strengthen your resolve, and to propel yourself into the air with a burst of adrenaline. This is how you harness the power of fear. You don't deny it or suppress it. You acknowledge its presence, respect its power, and then channel its energy towards your goal. You transform fear from a foe into an ally, a source of motivation that pushes you beyond your comfort zone and into the realm of extraordinary achievement. By focusing on the outcome, by embracing flexibility, and by harnessing the power of fear, you become the master of your destiny, the architect of your reality. You transform challenges into opportunities, setbacks into stepping stones, and fear into fuel, propelling yourself towards the extraordinary life that awaits you. Lesson 7. The multitasking myth. The risk of divided attention. Picture a hunter in a dense forest, eyes darting between two scurrying rabbits. He takes aim at one, then the other, his attention split, his arrow wavering. In his desperate attempt to capture both, he ends up with neither, his energy wasted, his quarry escaped. This, in essence, is the fallacy of multitasking, the seductive illusion that we can divide our attention and conquer multiple tasks simultaneously. But the truth is, our brains are not wired for such fragmented focus. What we perceive as multitasking is merely rapid task switching, our attention flitting between different demands, leaving us scattered, inefficient, and ultimately less productive. Think of your brain as a high-performance sports car, its engine finely tuned for speed and precision. Now imagine trying to drive that car on two separate roads simultaneously. The result would be disastrous, a jarring, chaotic ride with neither path navigated effectively. Similarly, when we attempt to multitask, we force our brains into a constant state of gear shifting, diverting precious mental resources away from the task at hand. This cognitive overload leads to a decline in performance, an increase in errors, and a diminished capacity for deep thinking and creative problem solving. Research has shown that multitasking can lead to a significant drop in IQ, comparable to the effects of sleep deprivation or substance use. It impairs our working memory, reduces our attention span, and hinders our ability to filter out distractions. The consequences are far-reaching. At work, multitasking leads to decreased productivity, increased stress, and a higher likelihood of mistakes. In our personal lives, it erodes our ability to connect deeply with others, to savor the present moment, and to fully engage in the activities we love. But the risks of divided attention go beyond mere inefficiency. It can also lead to a sense of fragmentation, a feeling of being constantly scattered and overwhelmed. When we're perpetually juggling multiple demands, we lose touch with our inner compass, our sense of purpose, and our ability to prioritize what truly matters. So how do we break free from the multitasking myth and reclaim our focus? The answer lies in the power of monotasking, the art of dedicating your full attention to one task at a time. Monotasking is not just about doing one thing at a time. It's about immersing yourself fully in that task, engaging all your senses, and channeling your mental energy like a laser beam. It's about creating a sanctuary of focus, a space where distractions are banished and your mind is free to explore, create, and achieve its full potential. When you monotask, you tap into a state of flow, a state of effortless productivity where your skills and the challenge at hand are perfectly aligned. You experience a sense of clarity, focus, and deep satisfaction that comes from giving your undivided attention to a single pursuit. But monotasking is not just about productivity, it's also about presence. When you're fully engaged in a single task, you're more likely to be present in the moment, to appreciate the nuances of your experience, and to connect deeply with the world around you. Think of a musician completely absorbed in playing their instrument, a painter lost in the strokes of their brush, or a writer immersed in the flow of words. In these moments of monotasking, they are not just creating, they are experiencing life with a heightened sense of awareness and joy. So, embrace the power of monotasking. Create dedicated blocks of time for focused work, silence your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and cultivate a mindset of single-pointed attention. Resist the urge to multitask, to juggle multiple demands, to fragment your focus. Remember, your attention is your most valuable resource. Treat it with respect, guard it with vigilance, and channel it with intention. By mastering the art of monotasking, you'll unlock a world of productivity, creativity, and fulfillment, transforming your life from a scattered series of distractions into a symphony of focused action and meaningful achievement. Lesson 8. Focus as a gateway to wisdom, deepening understanding. We live in an age of information overload. Every day we're bombarded with a relentless torrent of data, news articles, social media updates, emails, videos, podcasts, a cacophony of voices vying for our attention. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, lost in a sea of information, struggling to separate the signal from the noise. But amidst this chaos, there's a superpower that can help us navigate the information deluge and extract true wisdom: focus. Focus is more than just filtering out distractions. It's a tool for deep understanding, a key that unlocks the hidden layers of meaning beneath the surface of information. It's the ability to dive deep into a subject, to explore its nuances, to connect the dots and uncover the underlying patterns that reveal its true essence. Think of a detective investigating a crime scene. They don't just glance at the scene and jump to conclusions. They meticulously examine every detail, every piece of evidence, every clue, their focus laser sharp, their mind attuned to the subtle connections that others might miss. Similarly, when we approach information with focused attention, we move beyond mere accumulation of facts and figures. We engage in active inquiry, asking questions, challenging assumptions, and seeking deeper understanding. We become detectives of knowledge, uncovering hidden truths and extracting valuable insights that lead to genuine wisdom. This process of focused inquiry is not always easy. It requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to grapple with complexity. It may involve moments of confusion, frustration, and even discomfort as we challenge our preconceived notions and confront new perspectives. But it's in these moments of struggle, of wrestling with ideas and pushing the boundaries of our understanding, that true learning occurs. Like a sculptor chipping away at a block of marble to reveal the masterpiece within, we refine our knowledge, sharpen our insights, and uncover the hidden gems of wisdom. This is the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is the accumulation of information. Wisdom is the ability to apply that information in meaningful ways, to connect the dots, to see the bigger picture, and to make sound judgments. And focus is the bridge that connects knowledge to wisdom. It's the tool that allows us to sift through the information overload, to identify what's truly relevant, and to extract the deeper meaning that lies beneath the surface. As you cultivate your focus, you'll find that your capacity for understanding deepens. You'll become more adept at identifying patterns and connections. You'll start to see the underlying relationships between seemingly disparate pieces of information, uncovering hidden patterns and making unexpected connections. Critical thinking and analysis. You'll develop the ability to evaluate information critically, to question assumptions, and to form your own informed opinions. Creative problem solving. You'll become more resourceful and innovative in finding solutions to complex challenges, drawing on your deep understanding of the subject matter. Effective communication. You'll be able to articulate your ideas with clarity and precision, conveying your insights in a way that is both informative and engaging. But the benefits of focus extend beyond intellectual pursuits. It can also enhance your emotional intelligence, your empathy, and your ability to connect with others on a deeper level. When you're truly focused on another person, you're more likely to understand their perspective, to appreciate their experiences, and to build meaningful relationships based on genuine understanding. Think of a therapist listening attentively to their patient, a teacher engaging with their students, or a friend offering a compassionate ear. In these moments of focused connection, we create space for empathy, understanding, and genuine human connection. Lesson 9, the long game, cultivating long-term focus. Imagine an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches reaching towards the sky, its roots anchoring it deep within the earth. It has weathered countless storms, witnessed generations come and go, and stood as a silent sentinel of time. What is the secret to its longevity? It's the unwavering focus on its long-term goal to grow, to thrive, to reach its full potential over decades, even centuries. In our instant gratification society, it's easy to get caught up in the allure of quick wins and immediate results. We crave the dopamine rush of checking things off our to-do list, the instant validation of social media likes, the fleeting satisfaction of a completed task. But true fulfillment, lasting success, and genuine impact require a different kind of focus, a long-term vision that guides our actions, sustains our motivation, and fuels our resilience in the face of inevitable challenges. This is the power of the long game. It's the ability to see beyond the immediate horizon, to envision a future that inspires you, and to commit to the sustained effort required to bring that vision to life. It's about planting seeds today that will blossom into magnificent trees tomorrow, even if you may not be around to enjoy their shade. But cultivating long-term focus is not just about setting distant goals. It's about nurturing a mindset that embraces the journey, that finds joy in the process, and that views challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Think of a marathon runner. They don't focus solely on the finish line. They break the race down into manageable miles, celebrating each milestone, each hill conquered, each stride that brings them closer to their goal. They understand that the true victory lies not just in crossing the finish line, but in the dedication, discipline, and resilience they cultivate along the way. Similarly, achieving your long-term goals requires a commitment to consistency, a willingness to show up day after day, even when motivation wanes and progress seems slow. It's about developing a growth mindset, viewing setbacks not as failures, but as valuable feedback that helps you refine your approach and strengthen your resolve. To cultivate long-term focus, start by clarifying your vision. What is the legacy you want to leave behind? What impact do you want to make on the world? What kind of person do you want to become? Once you have a clear vision, break it down into smaller, more manageable goals. These milestones will serve as guideposts along your journey, providing a sense of progress and motivation as you move towards your ultimate objective. But it's not enough to simply set goals. You must also create a supportive environment that nurtures your focus and protects it from distractions. This means surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, who believe in your vision, and who hold you accountable to your commitments. It also means creating rituals and routines that support your long-term focus. This could involve setting aside dedicated time for focused work, creating a distraction-free workspace, or incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. And remember to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Acknowledge your progress, appreciate your efforts, and allow yourself to feel the satisfaction of moving closer to your goals. This positive reinforcement will fuel your motivation and sustain your focus over the long haul. But perhaps the most important ingredient in cultivating long-term focus is patience. Just as the oak tree takes decades to reach its full majesty, your dreams may require years of dedicated effort to materialize. Embrace the journey, trust the process, and remember that the most meaningful achievements are often the result of sustained focus and unwavering commitment over time. Think of a master craftsman meticulously crafting a complex piece of art, a scientist dedicating years to groundbreaking research, or an entrepreneur building a business from the ground up. Their success is not the result of overnight magic, it's the culmination of years of focused effort, unwavering dedication, and a deep-seated belief in the power of the long game. Cultivate a vision that inspires you, set goals that challenge you, and nurture a mindset that sustains you. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination, and the true reward lies not just in achieving your goals, but in the person you become along the way. Lesson 10: Self-mastery, the power of focused self-discipline. Imagine a ship navigating a stormy sea. The wind howls, the waves crash against the deck, and the vessel is tossed about like a leaf in a hurricane. But amidst the chaos, the captain stands firm at the helm, their eyes fixed on the compass, their hands steadily guiding the ship towards its destination. This is the power of self-mastery, the ability to navigate the turbulent waters of life with focused self-discipline, to stay true to your course, even when the world around you seems determined to throw you off track. Self-mastery is not about suppressing your emotions or denying your desires. It's about harnessing the power of your will, directing your energy with intention, and choosing your actions with conscious awareness. It's about recognizing that you are the captain of your own ship, the master of your own destiny. Think of your life as a garden. Your thoughts, emotions, and desires are the seeds that can either blossom into beautiful flowers or wither into weeds. Focused self-discipline is the gardener that tends to this garden, cultivating the positive, pruning the negative, and creating the conditions for your true potential to flourish. This requires a deep understanding of yourself, an awareness of your strengths and weaknesses, your triggers and temptations. It's about recognizing the patterns of thought and behavior that lead you astray and consciously choosing to break free from those patterns, to redirect your energy towards more productive and fulfilling pursuits. One of the most powerful tools in your self-mastery arsenal is the ability to distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. Worrying about things outside your control is like trying to steer a ship in a hurricane by blowing on the sails. It's a futile exercise that only drains your energy and leaves you feeling powerless. Focused self-discipline is about recognizing your sphere of influence and directing your energy towards the things you can actually change. It's about focusing on your own actions, your own responses, your own growth, rather than wasting precious energy on things beyond your control. This doesn't mean ignoring the world around you or becoming indifferent to the challenges you face. It simply means recognizing that your energy is best spent on things you can actually influence: your own thoughts, your own actions, your own responses to the world around you. Think of a firefighter rushing into a burning building. They don't waste time lamenting the fire or blaming the circumstances. They focus on what they can do: extinguish the flames, rescue those trapped inside, and prevent further damage. Similarly, when faced with challenges in life, focused self-discipline allows you to assess the situation, identify your options, and take decisive action. It's about channeling your energy towards solutions, towards positive action, towards creating the best possible outcome within your control. This requires a willingness to let go of the need to control everything, to accept that some things are simply beyond your influence. It's about surrendering to the flow of life, while simultaneously taking responsibility for your own choices and actions. As you cultivate focused self-discipline, you'll notice a profound shift in your life. You'll feel more empowered, more resilient, and more capable of navigating the challenges that inevitably arise. You'll experience a sense of inner peace and clarity that comes from knowing you're doing your best, focusing your energy on what truly matters, and letting go of the rest. This is the liberation that comes with self-mastery. It's the freedom to choose your response, to direct your energy, and to shape your life with intention. It's the power to rise above the chaos, to navigate the storms, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled. And it all begins with the simple act of focusing your attention, of choosing your actions with conscious awareness, and of cultivating the self-discipline to stay true to your course, even when the winds of change are blowing strong. Lesson 11. The Focus Paradox: Embracing the Blur. We've spent much of this journey exploring the power of laser-sharp focus, the ability to hone your attention like a finely tuned instrument, cutting through distractions and illuminating the path towards your goals. But what if I told you that sometimes the key to unlocking your full potential lies in embracing the blur, in allowing your focus to soften, to expand, to encompass a wider field of vision? This may seem paradoxical, even counterintuitive. After all, haven't we been emphasizing the importance of concentrating your mental energy, of eliminating distractions, of honing your attention like a laser beam? And yet there's a subtle art to knowing when to loosen the reins of your focus, to allow your mind to wander, to explore the periphery, to embrace the fuzzy edges of your awareness. This is not about abandoning focus altogether. It's about recognizing that sometimes a softer, more diffused focus can lead to unexpected breakthroughs, creative insights, and a deeper understanding of the world around you. Think of a wildlife photographer tracking a rare bird through a dense forest. They may be focused on capturing the perfect shot of the bird, their lens zoomed in, their attention fixed on its every movement. But they also need to maintain a wider awareness of their surroundings, to be attuned to the rustling leaves, the snapping twigs, the subtle signs that might indicate the presence of other creatures, potential dangers, or even more captivating photographic opportunities. This is the power of peripheral vision, the ability to maintain a sense of the bigger picture while still focusing on the task at hand. It's about balancing focused attention with a broader awareness, allowing your mind to absorb information from multiple sources, to make connections that might otherwise go unnoticed. In the realm of creativity, this diffused focus can be particularly valuable. When we allow our minds to wander, to daydream, to explore seemingly unrelated ideas, we create the conditions for unexpected connections to emerge, for novel solutions to surface, for those aha moments of insight that often lead to breakthroughs. Think of a musician improvising a solo, a painter experimenting with different colors and textures, or a writer allowing their imagination to roam free. In these moments of unfocused exploration, they are not abandoning their craft, they are opening themselves up to new possibilities, allowing their subconscious mind to guide them towards unexpected and often brilliant creations. But embracing the blur is not just about creativity. It's also about cultivating a sense of openness, of receptivity to the world around you. When we're too rigidly focused, we can miss the subtle cues, the unexpected opportunities, the whispers of intuition that often guide us towards our true path. This is where practices like meditation and mindfulness can be invaluable. By training your mind to quiet down, to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you create space for a more expansive awareness, a deeper connection to your intuition, and a greater appreciation for the present moment. Think of a martial artist practicing meditation, their mind still, their senses heightened, their awareness encompassing the subtle energy of their surroundings. They are not passively zoning out, they are actively cultivating a state of relaxed alertness, a heightened sensitivity to the subtle cues that might signal an impending attack or an opportunity to strike. Similarly, when we embrace the blur, we cultivate a state of mindful awareness, a receptivity to the subtle signals that often guide us towards our goals, our passions, and our true purpose in life. So, embrace the focus paradox. Recognize that focus is not just about laser-sharp concentration, it's also about knowing when to soften your gaze, to expand your awareness, and to allow your mind to wander freely. By balancing focused attention with a more diffused awareness, you'll unlock a world of creativity, insight, and unexpected opportunities, transforming your journey from a linear path into a multi-dimensional exploration of your full potential. Lesson 12: Focus and Flow State. Riding the wave. Imagine a surfer gliding effortlessly across a wave, their body perfectly balanced, their movements fluid and instinctive, their mind completely absorbed in the present moment. They are not fighting the wave, they are dancing with it, harnessing its power, becoming one with its rhythm. This, in essence, is the experience of flow state, a state of heightened focus and effortless productivity, where you become completely immersed in the task at hand, losing track of time and the world around you. Flow state is not just a fleeting feeling of enjoyment, it's a state of optimal performance, where your skills and the challenge at hand are perfectly matched, allowing you to tap into a deeper level of focus, creativity, and fulfillment. In this state, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter, accessing a hidden reservoir of mental energy and creative potential. But flow state is not something that just happens, it's a skill that can be cultivated, a state of mind that can be accessed through focused intention and deliberate practice. Think of it as riding a wave. You need to paddle with purpose, position yourself correctly, and then surrender to the momentum, allowing the wave to carry you forward. So, what are the key ingredients in this flow state formula? Clear goals. Just as a surfer needs a clear direction to ride a wave, you need a clear understanding of what you're trying to achieve. Without a defined goal, your focus will be scattered, your energy dissipated, and your chances of entering flow state diminished. Challenge and skill. Flow state occurs when the challenge you're facing is perfectly matched to your skill level. If the challenge is too easy, you'll become bored and disengaged. If it's too difficult, you'll feel overwhelmed and frustrated. The sweet spot is where your skills are stretched, but not strained, allowing you to fully engage your abilities and experience the thrill of pushing your limits. Concentration. Flow state requires a high degree of concentration, a laser-like focus that eliminates distractions and allows you to become fully absorbed in the task at hand. This means creating a distraction-free environment, silencing your phone, closing unnecessary tabs, and cultivating a mindset of single-pointed attention. Feedback. To stay in flow state, you need immediate feedback on your progress. This allows you to adjust your approach, refine your technique, and maintain the optimal balance between challenge and skill. This feedback can come from external sources, such as a coach or mentor, or from your own internal sense of how you're performing. Loss of self-consciousness. In flow state, you lose your sense of self-awareness, your worries and anxieties fade away, and you become completely immersed in the present moment. This allows you to access a deeper level of creativity and intuition, as your ego takes a back seat and your subconscious mind takes the lead. But the benefits of flow state extend far beyond productivity and creativity. It's also a source of profound joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. When you're in flow, you're not just working, you're experiencing life at its fullest, tapping into a deeper sense of connection with yourself, your work, and the world around you. Think of a musician lost in the music, a dancer expressing their soul through movement, or an athlete pushing their physical limits in a moment of peak performance. In these moments of flow, they are not just performing, they are experiencing a state of transcendence, a merging of self and action that leads to a profound sense of fulfillment. So, how can you hack your flow and access this optimal state of being more often? Here are a few strategies. Identify your flow triggers. Pay attention to the activities that consistently bring you into flow state. What are the tasks that make you lose track of time? What are the challenges that ignite your passion and engage your full attention? Create the optimal environment. Design your workspace and your daily routines to minimize distractions and promote concentration. This could involve setting aside dedicated time for focused work, creating a calming atmosphere, or using tools like noise-canceling headphones or website blockers. Set clear and challenging goals. Give your mind a clear direction, a specific target to focus its energy on. Make sure your goals are challenging enough to engage your skills, but not so difficult that they lead to frustration. Practice mindfulness. Cultivate present moment awareness to prevent your mind from wandering into the past or future. This could involve practicing meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking a few moments to appreciate the beauty of your surroundings. Embrace the process. Focus on the joy of the journey, rather than just the end goal. Appreciate the small victories, celebrate your progress, and allow yourself to become fully immersed in the act of creation. By incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can cultivate a mindset that is conducive to flow state, allowing you to access this optimal state of being more often and experience the joy, fulfillment, and creative power that comes with riding the wave of focused attention. Lesson 13. Focus and Intuition, the Whispers of the Subconscious. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads, faced with a decision that could change the course of your life. Your logical mind weighs the pros and cons, analyzes the data, and presents you with a seemingly rational choice. But deep down, a subtle feeling, a quiet whisper in your gut, suggests a different path. This is your intuition speaking, that inner compass that guides you beyond the realm of logic and reason, offering a deeper wisdom that often defies explanation. Intuition is not some mystical force or magical power. It's the culmination of your life experiences, your accumulated knowledge, and your subconscious processing of information. It's the whispers of your inner wisdom, the subtle signals that guide you towards your true path, your authentic self, and your highest potential. But in our noisy world, filled with distractions, demands, and the constant chatter of our conscious minds, these whispers can be easily drowned out. We become so focused on the external, on the logical and the rational, that we lose touch with the subtle guidance of our inner voice. This is where focus comes into play. Not the laser-sharp focus that we've explored in previous chapters, but a softer, more receptive focus, a quieting of the mental noise that allows the subtle signals of intuition to emerge. Think of a detective investigating a complex case. They gather evidence, analyze the facts, and follow the logical trail. But sometimes, the key to cracking the case lies not in the obvious clues, but in a gut feeling, a hunch, a subtle intuition that guides them towards the truth. This intuitive leap is not a random guess. It's the result of years of experience, of honed observation skills, and a deep understanding of human behavior. It's the subconscious mind connecting the dots, making connections that the conscious mind might miss. Similarly, when we cultivate a focused awareness, we create the space for our intuition to speak, to guide us with its subtle wisdom. This doesn't mean abandoning logic or reason. It means integrating intuition as a valuable tool in our decision-making process, a complementary force that can lead us towards solutions and insights that might otherwise elude us. But how do we learn to listen to these whispers of intuition? How do we cultivate the focused awareness that allows our inner voice to emerge? Here are a few strategies. Quiet the mind, practice mindfulness meditation, or any activity that helps you calm the mental chatter and create a space for inner reflection. Connect with your body. Pay attention to your physical sensations, your gut feelings, your subtle bodily cues. These can often be indicators of your intuition speaking. Spend time in nature. Immerse yourself in the natural world, where the quiet stillness and the inherent wisdom of nature can help you connect with your own inner wisdom. Engage in creative activities. Express yourself through art, music, writing, or any activity that allows your subconscious mind to flow freely. Trust your gut. When you feel a strong intuitive pull, don't dismiss it. Explore it, question it, and consider how it might inform your decision-making process. As you cultivate a focused awareness, you'll find that your intuition becomes stronger, clearer, and more reliable. You'll develop a deeper trust in your inner voice, a confidence in your ability to make decisions that align with your true self and your highest potential. Think of an experienced sailor navigating by the stars. They use their knowledge of astronomy, their charts and instruments, to guide their course. But they also rely on their intuition, their sense of the wind and waves, their deep connection to the sea, to navigate through the darkness and find their way home. Similarly, as you navigate the journey of life, your intuition can serve as your inner compass, guiding you through uncertainty, illuminating your path, and leading you towards the fulfillment and purpose you seek. Lesson 14. Focus and the power of now, the present moment. Imagine your mind as a time traveler, constantly flitting between the past and the future. You replay past mistakes, rehash old regrets, and worry about what tomorrow might bring. You're so busy dwelling on what was or what might be that you miss the only moment that truly exists now. This is the time trap, the insidious tendency to let our minds wander aimlessly through the corridors of time, robbing us of the present moment, the only moment where we truly have the power to act, to create, and to experience life to its fullest. Think of your life as a movie reel. Each frame represents a single moment in time, a fleeting snapshot of your experience. But instead of focusing on the current frame, you're constantly rewinding to past scenes or fast-forwarding to future ones, missing the richness and beauty of the unfolding story. This is not to say that the past and future are unimportant. The past holds valuable lessons, and the future inspires dreams and aspirations. But when we become overly fixated on what was or what might be, we lose touch with the present, the only moment where we truly have agency, where we can make choices, take action, and shape our reality. This is where the power of now comes into play. It's the ability to anchor your attention in the present moment, to fully engage with your current experience, and to savor the richness of life as it unfolds. It's about recognizing that this moment right here, right now, is all that truly exists, and that by embracing it fully, we unlock a world of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Mindfulness is the key to unlocking the power of now. It's the practice of paying attention to your present moment experience with curiosity and without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts, your emotions, your physical sensations, and the world around you without getting carried away by them. Think of a gardener tending to their plants. They notice the subtle changes in each leaf, the delicate blossoms emerging from the buds, the gentle sway of the branches in the breeze. They are fully present with their plants, appreciating their beauty, nurturing their growth, and responding to their needs in the moment. Similarly, when we practice mindfulness, we cultivate a focused awareness of our present moment experience. We notice the subtle nuances of our surroundings, the rise and fall of our breath, the sensations in our body, the thoughts and emotions that arise and pass away. This focused awareness allows us to step out of the time trap, to break free from the endless cycle of rumination and worry. We become more attuned to our inner state, more responsive to our needs, and more capable of making conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. But the power of now is not just about awareness, it's also about appreciation. It's about savoring the richness of each moment, finding joy in the simple things, and cultivating a sense of gratitude for the gift of life. Think of a child completely absorbed in play, their imagination soaring, their senses engaged, their joy radiating outwards. They are not worried about the past or anxious about the future. They are fully immersed in the present moment, experiencing the world with a sense of wonder and delight. Similarly, when we embrace the power of now, we rediscover the joy of being alive. We appreciate the beauty of a sunset, the warmth of a hug, the taste of a delicious meal, the sound of laughter. We savor each experience, each interaction, each moment as a precious gift. This is not to say that we should ignore our responsibilities or neglect our future plans, but by anchoring our attention in the present moment, we create a foundation of peace and clarity from which we can more effectively navigate the challenges and pursue the opportunities that life presents. So embrace the power of now. Cultivate mindfulness, practice gratitude, and savor the richness of each moment. By stepping out of the time trap and anchoring your attention in the present, you'll unlock a world of peace, joy, and fulfillment, transforming your life from a fleeting series of moments into a tapestry of rich and meaningful experiences. Lesson 15: Focus and the Collective Consciousness, the Power of Shared Attention. Throughout this journey, we've explored the power of focus within the individual mind, how it can sharpen your attention, fuel your creativity, and propel you towards your goals. But what happens when we expand our focus beyond the individual? When we tap into the collective consciousness, the shared energy and intention of humanity as a whole? Imagine a flock of birds soaring through the sky, their movements synchronized, their flight patterns forming intricate and mesmerizing formations. They are not following a single leader, they are responding to each other, their individual movements contributing to a collective dance, a shared intelligence that guides their journey. This, in essence, is the power of the collective consciousness, the interconnected web of thoughts, emotions, and intentions that unites us all. It's the invisible force that shapes our cultures, drives our societies, and influences the course of history. And just as individual focus can shape your personal reality, collective focus can shape the reality we share. When a critical mass of people focuses their attention on a common goal, a shared vision, or a collective challenge, they generate a powerful force that can transform the world. Think of the social movements that have shaped history: the civil rights movement, the women's suffrage movement, the environmental movement. These movements were not just the result of individual actions, they were fueled by a collective focus, a shared intention that ignited a spark of change, rippling outwards and transforming the fabric of society. But the collective consciousness is not just a force for social change, it's also a source of creativity, innovation, and collective problem solving. When people come together with a shared focus, they tap into a collective intelligence that transcends individual limitations, generating ideas, solutions, and breakthroughs that might never have emerged in isolation. Think of the scientific breakthroughs that have revolutionized our world: the discovery of penicillin, the invention of the internet, the development of renewable energy technologies. These advancements were not just the result of individual brilliance, they were fueled by a collective focus, a shared pursuit of knowledge and innovation that propelled humanity forward. But how do we tap into this collective consciousness? How do we contribute our individual focus to the larger tapestry of shared attention? It starts with recognizing our interconnectedness, understanding that our thoughts, emotions, and actions have a ripple effect, influencing not just our own lives, but also the lives of those around us and the world as a whole. It means cultivating a sense of empathy, compassion, and shared responsibility. It means recognizing that we are all part of something larger than ourselves, and that by contributing our individual focus to the collective good, we can create a better world for all. This could involve supporting causes you believe in, donating your time, resources, or energy to organizations and initiatives that are working towards a better future. Engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing your ideas, listening to others' perspectives, and contributing to a collective dialogue that fosters understanding and collaboration. Practicing mindful consumption, making conscious choices about the products you buy, the companies you support, and the impact you have on the environment. Cultivating a positive mindset, radiating positive energy, spreading kindness, and inspiring others to contribute their own focus to the collective good. Think of a single drop of water falling into a still pond. It creates ripples that spread outwards, influencing the entire surface of the pond. Similarly, your individual focus, your intentions, your actions create ripples in the collective consciousness, contributing to the larger wave of shared attention that shapes our world. So embrace the power of the collective consciousness. Recognize your interconnectedness, cultivate empathy and compassion, and contribute your individual focus to the collective good. By tapping into the shared energy and intention of humanity, you can become part of something larger than yourself, a force for positive change that ripples outwards and transforms the world. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you could share and leave a comment, I would truly appreciate it. Until we meet again.